For most people, the word crocodile creates a very specific image. A heavy reptile lying motionless near dark water. Eyes barely visible above the surface. Then suddenly, an explosion of violence before the water becomes silent again. Modern crocodiles are ambush predators. They wait. They strike. They drag prey beneath the surface. But this image, this idea of what a crocodile is, turns out to be only a small part of a much stranger story. Because millions of years ago, crocodiles were something entirely different. They did not wait in water. Some of them ran on land. Around 230 million years ago during the late Triassic period, Earth looked nothing like it does today. The continents were still joined together in the supercontinent Pangaea. Vast deserts stretched across enormous distances. Early dinosaurs had only just begun to appear. And among them lived the ancient relatives of crocodiles, known as crocodylomorphs. At first glance, scientists expected these early crocodile relatives to resemble the crocodilians we know today. But fossil evidence revealed something surprising. Many of them had long legs positioned directly beneath their bodies instead of sprawling outward like modern crocodiles. That posture changed everything. Because posture determines movement. And movement determines survival. Animals with upright limbs can move more efficiently, conserve energy, and travel faster over long distances. Fossils of early crocodilomorphs such as Terrestrisuchus and Saltoposuchus show lightweight skeletons, narrow bodies, flexible spines, and elongated legs, features associated with active land predators rather than slow ambush hunters. These animals were not hiding in rivers. They were moving through forests and open landscapes, chasing prey across land. That alone changes how we imagine prehistoric ecosystems. When most people picture ancient Earth, they imagine dinosaurs dominating every environment, while crocodiles waded in swamps. But evolution was far messier than that. Different predators experimented with different survival strategies, and crocodile relatives were among the most adaptable reptiles of their time. Over millions of years, they diversified into an astonishing variety of forms. Some returned to aquatic environments and slowly evolved into the semi-aquatic crocodilians we know today. Others remained fully terrestrial. And some became terrifying. One of the most striking examples is Kaprosuchus, often called the Boar Croc. Fossils discovered in the Sahara Desert by paleontologist Paul Sereno revealed an animal that looked almost unreal. Kaprosuchus had long limbs adapted for movement on land, powerful jaws, and enormous tusk-like teeth protruding from its mouth. This was not a reptile designed to sit motionless in water. This was a predator built to move. Scientists believe it likely hunted terrestrial prey, possibly even small dinosaurs. Its anatomy suggests a more active lifestyle than modern crocodiles, capable of pursuing animals across dry environments instead of relying entirely on ambush attacks near water. Imagine seeing something shaped like a crocodile running toward you across open ground. There is something deeply unsettling about that image because it violates what we instinctively expect from these animals. And Kaprosuchus was not alone. Another prehistoric crocodilian called Prehistoric lived millions of years later during the Cenozoic era. Fossils show longer legs and a more upright posture than living crocodiles. Even more disturbing were its teeth. Unlike the conical teeth modern crocodiles use for gripping prey, Prehistoric had laterally compressed serrated teeth, more like the slicing teeth of meat-eating dinosaurs. That detail matters. Teeth reveal hunting behavior. Modern crocodiles are built to grab and hold. Serrated teeth are designed to cut flesh more efficiently. This suggests Prehistoric may have hunted differently, using slashing bites rather than simply dragging prey into water. The more scientists study these extinct crocodilian relatives, the stranger the picture becomes. Because crocodiles were not evolutionary failures that survived unchanged from prehistoric times. In reality, crocodilian evolution was incredibly experimental. Some species became marine hunters. Some developed armored herbivorous adaptations. Others became agile terrestrial predators. Evolution was testing possibilities. So why did these fast-moving land crocodiles disappear? The answer likely comes down to competition and environmental change. During the Mesozoic era, dinosaurs rapidly diversified and began dominating terrestrial ecosystems. Many evolved into highly specialized runners, hunters, and giants. Competing against them on land became increasingly difficult. Water offered a different opportunity. Over time, crocodilian ancestors adapted more fully to rivers, lakes, swamps, and coastlines where ambush hunting gave them a major advantage. Their bodies changed gradually. Limbs became shorter and more sprawled. Tails became stronger for swimming. Their metabolism and behavior shifted toward patience instead of pursuit. It was not a regression. It was survival. And it worked. Modern crocodilians are among the most successful predators on Earth, surviving multiple mass extinctions across more than 200 million years of evolutionary history. But the fossils remind us that their past was far stranger than their present. Every bone structure, every fossilized footprint, every tooth shape preserves evidence of a world where crocodile relatives occupied roles that seem almost unnatural today. Fast runners. Active hunters. Land predators capable of chasing prey instead of waiting silently for it. It forces us to confront something unsettling about prehistoric Earth. The world was not filled with familiar animals behaving in familiar ways. It was filled with evolutionary experiments. Different versions of predators. Different rules for survival. And in that world, seeing something that looked like a crocodile did not mean safety existed away from the water. Because there was a time when crocodiles could hunt you on land just as easily as in rivers. And for millions of years they did.